What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this video, and I want to talk about a couple of things, but the first thing I want to start off talking about is this interview that Caresha did on her own podcast, Caresha Please. She had Santana to actually be the interviewer, and basically they touched on a whole plethora of things involving Diddy and what happened to the city girls and things like that. Now, even though Santana did a phenomenal job interviewing his friend, I just wish it would have came from someone that would have been non-biased. Not saying that Santana was, but the fact that they're close friends, I'm pretty sure that those questions were scripted. He knew how to ask her. The whole format was laid out for Caresha. Now, Caresha did a great job explaining. Of course, I can't play you actual clips like that here, but I will play you a few clips of people discussing the issue, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this before I roll the clips. I really think that some of the things as it pertains to Diddy, Caresha should have said a long time ago, right? She should have came out, and you guys feel free to drop down in the comments and correct me if I'm wrong. I ultimately feel that Young Miami should have spoke out against Diddy and spoke up for Cassie when that video dropped that showed Diddy waxing the floor with Cassie. I don't remember her saying anything. She just kept quiet. She should have stood behind Cassie and denounced Diddy. Now, I do acknowledge, or at least I think, you guys drop down in the comments and fact check me again. I believe that Young Miami and Diddy had already broken things off when that video dropped of Cassie and Diddy at the hotel. So I don't understand, why couldn't you take to your platform? Because it would have been a benefit to your career. You just stayed quiet the whole entire time. Now you want to do an interview and tell it all. And so I think at the very least, look, even the minimal, that Young Miami should have took to her platform and uplifted Cassie, because it has her looking crazy. It has her looking like she condones that type of behavior. And a lot of people ain't rocking with her for that, right? And so what I'm going to do right here is roll the clips, and then I'll be back.
Caresha Please is shaking, and we actually have a new episode of Caresha Please starring Caresha being interviewed by Santana. There's a lot to this story. The interview just dropped. I advise we all go check it out, but let's talk about it. Caresha and Santana just did an interview on Revolt talking about all Caresha's experiences with Diddy, with JT, with everything. And there's so much to hit on. And I want to start on the fact that her talking about Diddy, breaking her silence on Diddy. Now, she said her experience with Diddy it wasn't physical like that. She did not experience him in the same way that Cassie did. And she's looking at the situation like, I was celebrating him at the time where everybody else was celebrating him. But even then, it was very cringy for Caresha to be holding up a Go Daddy sign for her sugar daddy, or Yes Poppy, or whatever she had going on at the BET Awards. It made her look desperate and thirsty and bad. Literally, at the time, we were not feeling it. So celebrating him, I feel like you were celebrating him a little louder than we were, sister, and it looked kind of a mess. But I say that to say, I believe that he did not put his hands on her, because he put his hands on the Cassies. He put his hands on the Kim Porters. He did not put his hands on J-Lo. And made about 3, 4, 50, 11 songs about I need a girl to ride, ride, ride. Now, him and J-Lo broke up when he got into that, when he shot them people and blamed it on Shine. J-Lo was done with him. But she always came out and never said that, he's an ex that you dip and dab back into, actually, but he never put his hands on her. So I believe when Caresha says that Diddy wasn't hitting her. But to me, her relationship with Diddy caused her downfall. Now, in the interview, she's stating like there was some energy changes between her and Caresha, and it wasn't vibing. It wasn't, cohesive like it used to be. So she started doing Risha Roulette, her card game. The Risha Roulette game, one of my friends had last Christmas, so I know it sold under some people's stockings. And she did the Caresha Please show on Revolt, used to be connected with Diddy. Revolt is not connected with Diddy anymore. So you can stream this and know that this ain't directly giving Diddy no money. It's probably giving Caresha more money and Santana. But, she got connected with him because she's like, I don't want me and my kids to be in a bad situation off us not connecting, our album not doing good, the vibe is not there, and I need other outlets. But people are referring back to her episode with JT on Caresha Please, where they was begging her to do more projects. Now, I remember this interview verbatim. I watched it that many times. And I remember Santana saying, he even made JT cry. She's wiping her eyes right here. how amazing of an artist JT is, but she's not really like that. She's not big on putting herself out there, all the Caresha Please, all the stuff. JT had just gotten out of prison. She's with Uzi. Uzi is my birthday twin. I know how we treat our partners. We cater to them. She like over there like, I'm a housewife. I live a soft life. Uzi don't do nothing but pay all these bills, and I just get to stack my little millions, do what I want to do. So people are kind of like, with Santana and Caresha, like, now y'all told the girl to come out and do her own thing. Now when she do her own thing, it's a problem. But I think it was a problem because of the lyrics. Now, there's back and forth that JT and Caresha had gotten into behind No Bars and behind Sideways. You know, even Santana in that interview with Revolt just now, he made a little reference like, you think things will ever be the same? MF the old days? And I said, ooh, they know that was a shot and that was a direct shot to her. But it's interesting, people never bring up the part where it was like, you bees and dark shadows. Whoa, I'm pretty than a... Ooh, I said, when she did that, I was like, that was really, really mean. We know who's in a dark shadow. Everybody's talking about the demon dark layer of Diddy. We know that, you know, you're talking directly to Caresha. And she called it out and they played internet games. And she said that's when she really knew it was never going to be the same type of bond. Once they hit the internet and start jabbing and telling each other's business, because she's like, we could get on the phone, cuss each other out on the jack, baby. We don't need to get on the internet and get the internet thugging it. We just need to move like we always been family and friends. And she didn't believe that they was doing that when they started, you know, going back and forth online. It's all documented. You can go read what they were saying. But they did end that conversation like, I love you forever. I support you. You still my sister. Something else very interesting about that interview. She said that JT was working on music behind her back. Now, I didn't know that. Now, I don't know why she would include, you know what I mean? Why she would or would not include her. Because Young Miami gonna slide on the track. JT could have did okay with her and that would have been a hit song. Or do y'all think that? Do y'all think that strictly needed to be a JT song and it was not going to have the same vivaciousness if Caresha was on it? I think it would have been the same, if not even better, even if you wanted to play it like, this still my sister, put her on the remix. I don't even know who's on the remix. Is it Stunner Girl? Somebody like that. But JT was working with other female artists. She hopped on the Like That remix. I remember that. But it's giving, you know, everybody's offended. But I'm going to tell y'all what I really gathered from their last interview on Revolt. When they did the Caresha Please with all Caresha, JT, Santana, everybody together. They kind of made it seem like JT was like a little mean and she got into it with them a lot. And you know, JT and Santana, they're really lighthearted and JT was in there being more serious. So it was giving, I'm over her. You feel me? She mean things. She throwing shots. Like, our vibe at the same. We constantly arguing. And then JT was like, Caresha, about a man. Like, okay, that's kind of like beef a little bit. Like, my friend always about a man. She annoying. She about a man. I was like, that's a little like, that's not really friendship in front of everybody. So you could see it in the old interview. I feel bad, and I think that we should let Young Miami back in. I'm not ever about to crucify a woman for what a did to some of his old hoes, okay? Because that's all that was between Diddy and Cassie. That ain't even got nothing to do with her. She just paraded her sugar daddy, and she should have kept him a secret.
Diddy told Caresha, hey, I'm gonna help you get your show back, but you can't say nothing bad about me. And that's what it's giving. Y'all honestly thought she finna get up here and spill some tea about Diddy? When she first announced that she coming out with this interview, everybody was like, yeah, she finna spill some tea. She finna say this, she finna say that. Child, y'all knew that was a lie. Then she said she didn't speak about the allegations because that wasn't her experience. Girl, stop lying. Diddy treat all his women the same. I mean, she said in front of the whole world that he likes to pee on her. She is in love with Diddy. She ain't finna say nothing bad about him. Talking about the world will celebrate him, so she will celebrate him too. I don't know what was going on. I can't speak about it. Girl, you know everything that was going on. I can't stand she get up there acting like she don't know nothing about Diddy. Like, girl, stop. You was around this man more than anybody. You mean to tell me you don't know nothing about the man you laying up with? Then she started talking about JT, talking about they weren't going to the studio together. The group wasn't bringing in no money. No, because you got the big head and you didn't care about the group no more. Once you started hanging with Diddy, you didn't care about nothing. Because she thought Diddy was going to take her to the top. But it was actually her downfall. If it wasn't for this show, she won't have nothing. Because we all know her rap career is going nowhere. And I can't believe she just got out here and lied on Beyonce internet like this. She would never take accountability for what she helped Diddy do. She would never speak bad about Diddy. She would never tell us what we already know. That would never happen. She's not gonna go against Diddy for nobody. Even Santana knew she was lying. But she's full of crap, and she's been full of crap, and she's gonna always be full of crap. He ain't talking about she no longer dating Diddy, and I don't even believe that. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't believe it. He still putting money in her pockets. Allegedly. But yeah, I just got here to say y'all do this girl wasn't gonna spill no tea about Diddy.
Caresha Please, I just waited in this damn lobby for 20 minutes like I was waiting for the YSL case, and you come on here with this shit, huh? First of all, you know damn well that Diddy shit you was staying safe, huh? Both of y'all got canceled, and you trying to find a way to bring yourself back. I'm cool with that. I'm not knocking it, okay? But damn, tell us some tea. We just waited in that lobby this whole time starting conversations for you to come there and say, oh no, he was a good person. It's all good. Well, he had you taking that little pink stuff from Florida all the way to California. Yeah, I remember you putting you on private jets for that. So he couldn't be the same person, huh? Because he was still messing with that stuff. Hey man, then you talking about you and JT. Oh nah, we still sisters, but you know it ain't all bad, but it ain't all good. That mean y'all beefing. Come on now, you got to tell us something now. You can't just be equal across the board. You and your sis had a fallout. Tell us what's going on. Come on now, Saucy Santana, bro. You need your own podcast. Listen to me when I tell you, bro. You killed that junk, bro. Listen, Saucy Santana podcast gonna go crazy. That's all I'm gonna say about Brody, because I love bro attitude, and he a good friend to all his homies, so that's what's up. But Caresha, listen, either they gonna rock with you or they not gonna rock with you. But bro, tell us the truth and tell us the lowdown. I get it. You trying to play it safe because all that stuff's still going on. But baby girl, you can't get the fans back if you don't tell us what's real. We could tell that you got a lot of emotion. First of all, you ain't even give me a decent cry. I ain't even gonna lie. I was waiting for a decent little cry. You ain't even give me one of those. So you ain't even letting out no emotions to us, which I get it. You staying tapered off because, you know what I'm saying, the world, it'll come back and bite you in your. But nah, come on, bro. Listen, Caresha Please was honestly a waste of time. Season 2 is coming up, new music coming up, and she got a new game. That's all I heard. Other than that, I wasted my damn time. I'm just a messenger.
All right, so you guys just seen and heard all of that. Now, I do want to say I do feel that there could still be some dealings between Young Miami and Diddy. Listen, y'all can say what y'all want. I don't care if Diddy sold all of his shares of Revolt and he has no ties to that show anymore. I don't think that Caresha still has her show on Revolt if Diddy did not put in a word for her to retain her show. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. She is very and extremely loyal to this man for some reason. Now, I'm not saying that Caresha went through the same things as a Kim Porter or a Misa or a Cassie, but I am saying that you can't have this attitude, especially in this day and age, thinking along the lines of that old saying, I believe it says, my name ain't Bennett, so I ain't in it, just because you said you didn't experience things like Cassie experienced things. No, in this day and age, you have to come out and you have to denounce it because it's imperative to your career that you go ahead and jump out ahead of it. But you was trying to play this loyal game to a dude that won't even loyal to you. He told you in your face that you don't tell him what to do, that y'all won't in a relationship like that. Y'all had a situationship and that's it. You know, this is just another situation where someone chose money over morals. And people are doing that at a frequent level these days. They're choosing the money over morals. I can't be one of those individuals. I just won't. And now Diddy has all of these serious allegations and accusations stacked up against him. And soon, and very soon, if I may add, Diddy is about to be indicted by the feds and he may go to prison for a very long time. So now you got to dig deep and change your whole playbook. That's if you want to remain relevant in showbiz. So basically, you went after a man that really wasn't good for you at the end of the day and you're crashing and burning with him. Now, I do hope that you find a way back on top. I really do. I think Young Miami is a beautiful woman. I really do. She's very attractive. I love her attitude and everything. I really do. And I hope that you're able to find your way back. But I hope that this is a lesson well learned on your behalf. You know, you have to make better decisions, not only for you, but for your children. Your children should come first over any man. Now, as far as the relationship between Caresha and JT, I'm not going to talk about those two sisters. I think that they're just having a moment right now. And I hope at the end of the day, they can find some type of common ground where they could possibly agree to disagree and just put all the past behind them and try to move forward. But I will say this about JT. Every time I saw her, she seemed as if she was a little jealous of Young Miami. Drop down in the comments and let me know if you felt the same way about JT. She also has a despicable attitude that I cannot resonate with. Now, maybe she had a reason to have an attitude. I don't know, but I do know she's the type of person that can walk into the room and kill the whole entire vibe. That's what she gives off to me. That's what she's given to me. But again, I'm hoping for the best as it pertains to their relationship, all right? Now, I'm going to draw the line here. I want you guys to feel free to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll get with you guys later. Peace.